We're live. Woo, here we are. Here we are at Long Branch.
Welcome to the Long Branch Festival.
Yeah, man. Boy, it's been nice being here. It's a beautiful day in Long Branch. Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Indeed it is.
So, you were saying that you used the throne?
I used a throne, yes. Well, let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, okay, of course. Well,
Art Cobb.
I'm Art Cobb.
Yeah, and I'm Dan Robinson. And we live near this park. We live just a few blocks. Each of us lives just a few blocks from this park. And we're Long Branch residents.
And this is Long Branch Views.
Correct.
The community video podcast.
Yep.
This is our first show. First time live streaming too for the show.
Yep. And we're
here in Long Branch Urban Park celebrating the Long Branch Festival, which is an annual event.
An annual event.
The third one or the fourth?
I'm not sure.
And so we're here, and the place is filling up with people walking around. Lots of trees in this park. So
it's a beautiful, big old tree.
Sun's off you now, right, Dan? You're
sun's up. I'm getting out of it now. It's passing behind a branch, which is good.
So now, yep. Dan, if you would, on your phone, I want to see if you can see it.
Oh, good idea.
You know, we're real informal here. You can see the behind the scenes, in front of the scenes all the time. You know, we're real transparent. See all our crap.
I see it. Here we are.
So, you know, if you're watching, oh, wonderful! It looks great.
Yeah.
And so I've told a couple of my friends that they go to Long Branch Views. Just tap in there and they would see it live.
Indeed.
So why don't you try to go to the channel now and see if it's on the channel?
Well, I did. I mean, I went.
Oh, it's on the channel.
That's not what I'm looking at. YouTube.
Is that the live stream?
That's the live stream.
I mean, from the channel. Like if you tapped on that QR code.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
You already did it.
Test it. I'll try. I'll try leaving this. And
right, so this, we're also using QR codes.
Yep.
And live streaming that was QR code so you can see the live stream. And you can just tap on it. But right now, we're still working that out. And Dan wants to see if he could see it on the channel. So we'll see what happens.
I'm going to tape our sign down a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty innovative milk cart. Egg cart.
You like that, huh?
Yeah. So, little maintenance, little wind blowing right now. It's nice breeze happening. So, like I was saying, I've told a few friends about the live stream. So if you're there, hello, we're here. We had a few technical difficulties and didn't come on until 5 minutes ago. We were scheduled to come on at 12, but things happen. All right.
Here's we have a starter flyer.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to try to scan that QR code and
I wonder if
see what happens.
See this QR code on yours. But you don't need it if you're watching it. Okay.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Here
And you see behind us this mural that was done by a Russian painter. And
it looks like a Russian.
Kind of Starry Nights.
I got it. I'm just waiting for it to.
Starry Nights, and it's.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Hi there.
Hey,
concert, man.
All right, right. We're live. Wewe're live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're the Long Branch View. It's a new podcast that Dan and I have started. So, Alan, you're standing right in front of my camera.
Radio,
it's kind of like Tacoma Radio.
Yeah.
Take this and introduce yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, stand over there. Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Hi.
Where are you from?
I live in Tacoma Park. I live just down the street.
I see.
Yep.
Whoa, near Flower?
Very near Flower.
Okay. What's your name?
Walking distance. My name is Danielle.
Oh, I'm Daniel too. But
Nice to
no
meet you,
E on-
Daniel.
No E on the end.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the? Have a seat.
No, this is fantastic. I've watched this organization grow over the years, and I'm a community member because I literally live 2 blocks or 3 blocks away.
I see.
And Art
Good.
is my neighbor and friend. It's great to see him.
And you can speak too. Introduce yourselves. Talk about.
Carlos Peroso, former president of the Long Branch Business League.
Indeed.
Your mic a little closer.
That's all right. I'm getting. It's good.
Better now?
Testing 1, 2. It doesn't sound like. Okay.
I started with the Long Branch Business League and supposedly for 1 year, just provisional in 2009 until last year. So that provisional went for a very long time.
New meaning to provision.
So we accomplished a few things. I think that we did all those paintings on the walls, all those murals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 murals. And there is a story about one in particular that I love, and it's the one that is besides the bakery, behind the parking lot. It has like a
The butterflies?
spider,
Oh.
butterfly. And the great thing about that one is I found out through the warden of the prison that they were made by prisoners. And the arts on the block, they took the artists to the prison and teach them how the techniques on how to paint, and then selected a couple of people that were from this area that wanted to give back to the community. So they painted those things, and even the warden had like tears while he was talking, and how emotional it was for him to see how far those prisoners went to.
Right, the rehabilitation.
So there are thousand stories that I could tell you about. Like for example, this mural right here, the artist is a Russian lady, and she was like painting, and I'm standing beside her. I say, "Oh my God, this looks like a dream of knowledge." I said, "That's the name of the painting." She's like, "Excellent." So she named it. She named it out of that.
You helped her
Out of a comment that I made to her. Oh my God, this looks like a
Great. Sounds great.
So there's a few things that we have done that I really am proud of. The 5K, that was an idea of mine that I was like pushing, and suddenly John Angel, took the reins of that and said, "Carlos, I'm gonna do it." And he did it. He made it possible, and now it's an annual event.
Yep.
So
I know. I was just going to chime in and say this is incredible that we have this festival going on right now with vendors and music and food, and it's all to support this community.
and the
It's fantastic. Over
1,000 people came last night, and today I don't know how many people we have here, but right now we have over 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are coming and going all the time. So
All right.
it's a great participation for the community. So.
And Long Branch deserves it, and it's a good time for it too.
Right.
You know, been on a build for.
Right.
I talked to the guy upstairs.
Is that right?
Yes. You see, no rain.
Oh, you talked to the guy upstairs. You got a connection. Carlos, you're more than just the president of the Long Branch.
Yeah.
Two years ago, we had this festival over there, and it was 90% possibility of rain. And I talked to Paul and said, "Don't worry, I already talked to the guy."
I got it covered.
And I
got you
told
covered.
him I got it covered. Festival ended at 5 p.m. The rain started at 5:05, and it was pouring rain. The people could not take the stuff.
I think a lot of people could use your services in that way. But my husband and I were thinking the same thing, that it could have occurred on Wednesday when there was about one of the hottest days of the year, right?
Yeah.
With the heat dome. It's just let up and it's magical.
Right. It was
rain
perfect.
enough last night to cool it off.
Exactly. And we needed the rain too.
He's wonderful. You have to praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Well, good.
Yeah.
What else can we talk about right now? What's in the future?
Talk about the throne.
Oh, there we go. Have you
Okay, I
used
wanna
the
hear about
throne?
the-
Oh yes, it's fantastic. Well, I tested out. I didn't use it. I just tested out the 3 hours after it was installed. So
I do not know about the throne.
Well-
Please educate me. Oh, well, I do see it now.
yeah.
You know, I was just saying, Alan, maybe we should come back after we stop home.
When-
but now I see that I can
Yes,
utilize
when-
the throne. Now I understand the throne.
It's a very nice porta potty. It's a very,
Yes, it's-
very nice. porta-
Okay.
It's that.
There was one of those in Paris when my husband and I were traveling in Montmartre.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
it was
the
a little
French are ahead
scary.
of us. The French are ahead of us on this.
So
on
is this a
issue.
company that just...
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be permanent for at least maybe this year, as long as the county pay for it.
Right.
The thing is, there was a house over here that was knocked down and to extend the park.
That's where we're sitting, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, not really.
I don't think there was a house
The fence was right here.
Okay.
So we're still in the part of the old park.
Okay.
But it's just 5 feet away.
5 feet away.
5
I
feet
see
away.
that. Okay.
All that
Because that
side.
looks like a new
is the old
fence.
house. So the thing is, while they were doing that, we were asking for restrooms, and they said we cannot invest on a complete restroom right now because it's too expensive. But we can do that. We gave them options, and the throne auction. It was one of our neighbors that found out about it, and she says, "What about this?" So we started pushing it, and they say yes. And it's a fantastic thing. You just use your cell phone, scan the barcode, it sends you a text message and it says reply to this text message. You just reply and the doors open and it says welcome to the throne.
Immediate.
Immediately.
You scan your thing and you hit one thing.
And then
boom.
goes
And
in.
it's free.
It's totally free. You use it, and when you come out, you get another text message. How is the throne? It's clean.
Did you wash your hands? No.
Did you?
You can
it's
wash your
clean.
hands, it says.
Please
No, the
reply
text
to this message. Is clean? Is not really clean or needs to be served? And if you click needs to be served, the company gets a message and they send somebody to clean it out. It is an amazing service. Also, after 50 uses,
Got it.
the company receive a message and they come and serve so every time that it's being used, they know it's being used. And like I said, after 50 uses, they know they need to send somebody to clean it up. So it is a fantastic
high tech. So it's a high tech.
I like to
thing.
see all the children, all the families here.
Right.
Utilizing the
I
space.
know.
Yeah.
There are kids of all ages here, and they're
And I saw the chess game.
on chess game on the
Connect Four.
sidewalk.
And yesterday,
kids
all
with-
those all the kids
We're
had
bringing people together
painted
that
faces.
would ordinarily not talk to each other or
That's
see
right.
each other.
That's
or-
right. I know, mixing it up, big time,
Mixing it up. I
and
love
a good selection of music too, of all
Yes.
kinds of music for
Let
kids.
me tell you, my favorite. Well, actually Art used to play in the E Street Jazz Band, right? Or the Greater U Street, okay. But the women's Brazilian, I think they're called the Batalhão, the women drummers. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, they are amazing.
Okay, we saw them last year, and we've seen them over the years. But they are incredible. Incredible.
Yeah,
rhythms.
tight,
Yeah.
strong, right on the money. Did they have
It just it moves your spirit. Everyone
Yeah.
just wants to dance, even if you don't like to dance. You're
Yes,
just gonna.
last night we had Latin
So are they
jazz.
coming back this year?
It was amazing.
I don't know. I didn't
have to
see him.
check the
I didn't
lineup.
see him on the lineup. I
Okay.
looked, but I did not see them on the lineup.
All right. Well, our neighbors, we have a neighborhood thread, and one of our friends who has a young, like under 1 year old. He's like, yeah, we're going to be there this afternoon. If you guys want to come over, I'm bringing Callie, and
I'll tell you.
I
I'll tell you
understand that there are a couple of
so that's
Venezuelan
actually how
assembles that are coming
we
today
heard that
also.
this was going on.
Ms. Teresa
How else
is
can
there
you hear?
now.
Great.
Yeah.
Proverbs Reggae's on at 1. Blue City Shakedown at 2. Zip Code Band at 3. Elika at 4. Afrobeat, Tongolese, Eric Energy, Hands-On Science Show
That is a lineup.
at 5. At Chacona 503 is Salvadoran Campirano.
Campirano.
Campirano? Do you know this?
Campiranos? No.
Campirano.
Campirano should be Brazilian, no?
Well, it says Salvadoran, La
Okay.
Chacona 503. So that's got to be good.
Yeah.
And then 7, Acosta Canta Banda, Venezuelan. And then Batala Drummers. Is that
hear some
is that the drummers you're talking
Dolly Parton cover right now.
Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed sitting here talking to you all.
Brazil's dynamic Afro-Bahian culture and samba reggae music. I think it's on at 8
Well, I need to
p.m.
go
Batala
home and
Drummers.
convince my wife
Okay,
to
well,
come
we
back.
definitely need to come back, but
Hey, thank
we're
you
going
for
to catch some food.
Thank
We're
you for
gonna-
spending
Thank
time.
you so
You're
much for
welcome.
the
So nice to
opportunity.
meet you.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
nice to meet
Yeah.
you too. All right.
Nice to
Take
meet you
care.
too.
My pleasure.
All right. Yeah.
At 8 o'clock tonight. Yep. Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias, Carlos. Excellent. Good work. Good work filling us in.
Okay, I'm back. I'm
There
back.
we go. Welcome back, Art.
Thanks. So that was Carlos Perosa and Danielle,
Danielle. Yes.
my neighbor. She lives right across this, down Domer, but about half a block away from me. Very good, nice person. I watched her children grow up, walking to elementary school.
How old are her kids now?
And now they're grown. They're out of they're doing their own thing.
I forgot to tell you that I am an elementary school teacher.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just
And
talking
you're
about you,
saying
Danielle.
that you're an
So Danielle's she's an elementary school teacher too. I was talking about I watched your children grow up.
Yes. How old are
Yes.
your children now?
Well,
Sit down.
yeah, Eli is. So my youngest is turning 20 in October.
Wow, that is something. I remember
And
walking
Isabel
them down
turned
to
25
school, the
last
elementary
summer.
school. Wow,
Isn't that crazy?
that many
How
years
time
has gone
flies.
by. It's amazing.
They grew up in the
amazing.
Rolling Terrace Elementary School.
Yeah. So
My daughters grew up here too. My youngest is now 37, and we're waiting for
Wow.
our second grandchild.
and she's the one that lives in
Congratulations.
Washington State.
Yeah, she lives in Washington State.
Yeah, excellent.
She didn't
Yeah.
quite. Her signals got a little mixed up. We have one daughter in Washington D.C. and one in Washington State. We meant same Washington, but they're in these opposite Washingtons. What can you do? So we go and visit them all the time out there.
So did they go to Blair High School?
She went to Blair. Her older daughter, or her older sister,
Is your mic
Went to private.
good in a good spot there?
I think it's
Okay.
mine's good.
Yeah. So Long Branch, the people who live in Long Branch, Danielle, they either go to Blair High School or Rolling Terrace Elementary
Rolling
School.
Terrace Elementary
And there's
School.
a middle
and then
school here too, right? That they
there's-
go to.
There's Easter.
Eastern Middle School. There's also New Hampshire Estates, which is down
right,
on Piney
right.
Branch. And
Yeah.
there's also Oakview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Oakview has a program for kids who
So
are,
it's a very
wow.
livable community. Everybody can walk to the Giant.
There you
or,
go, grocery
you know.
store. How many people can say they can walk to a
Yeah,
grocery store?
and
a smaller business, Universal,
oh yeah, all the little specialty,
which is great if you're in a
businesses.
pinch. You don't even have to walk 4 blocks. You walk.
We're going to be featuring some of these businesses in
Okay.
our podcast. Actually go into them and do different things in there, and to try to bring let people know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And this podcast is for the Long Branch community at large,
Right.
and we want everybody to participate. We're not trying to create any kind of slant to it. We don't have any agenda.
Everybody's views.
Yeah,
count.
yeah. We have a
Everybody's-
library.
Yes,
We got the
indeed.
library, community center.
Just got a redo. Library just got a redo, and a community center, and a pool, and lots of
There are
fields.
some businesses that are up. Let's see. There
Up
used to be a restaurant called Mana Restaurant.
Oh yeah, Masakunda.
Do you know anything about that?
Yes, it's very nice. I've been to Masakunda. I haven't been to Mana, what used to be here. That was the.
Yeah, it's been vacant and now they're rebuilding.
What are they going to build there? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I see it
Yeah, that's why I
slowly
was wondering
coming
if
back.
you knew.
Oh yeah, we're going to find that out. We're going to dig
Okay.
into that.
We are indeed.
Okay.
It's been in redo mode for quite a while.
So the owner is trying to find
Financing.
financing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Assumption.
I heard something about a club, which is kind of what it was before. Is that?
I've wondered
what I
about
heard.
that. Yeah. Whether it was a club. There's a Dominican. I mean, was it Dominican?
It was. I think it
Yeah,
was.
and there's a
Dominican.
strong Dominican that corner.
Do you want to join the conversation, Alan?
hey, Alan. You
Alan
wanna sit down
actually
here for a
sat
minute?
on a.
Down here.
No, you
Alan, you could.
Okay.
No, Al, here. I'm gonna get.
Oh, they're all leaving me, and then they're standing in front of the camera and walking around.
yeah, here.
That's we're real
have a
real
pocket?
laid back here with
Do you,
this.
do you have a pocket?
You can sit. Oh yeah, okay. You're gonna sit there.
Because I can just give you like a
Here we go.
20.
All right, yeah, because we need to talk to Alan
That
Federer.
way you don't have this gigantic.
This guy.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for filling us in.
All
Good.
right.
So what did you say so I don't contradict?
So sit.
Well,
No, you can't tell.
Yeah, I'll get some food. You know what?
Oh, they got
That's
the beer. That's a nice beer, nice cold beer.
so
Yeah, very cold.
that's a good distance, right about where you got.
Okay,
right
all
now.
right. Well,
That's a
we'll
good
try to do it.
distance. Yeah.
So should I put my
So-
sunglasses on here?
Yeah. Right.
There we go.
Incognito, right?
Yeah.
right.
So in case anyone,
So Alan, you know a lot about plants,
a little bit, yeah.
and you know what's edible and what's not edible. My wife. Like fruit to her, so she tried one and it was sweet, and she said wow, and she went back and she Googled it and found out it is a fruit.
I don't know why
The sun just won't go away. Huh?
I know. It's gonna.
Yeah, eventually. I went to a commercial break.
Good. That's a council member in Tacoma Park.
Where?
That woman I was just speaking with.
She didn't want to talk?
No.
Why not?
Well, she doesn't represent this area, and
That's all right.
I think she's kind of self-conscious about how she's looking right now. She's sweaty.
And she's a council
She didn't
person?
say that. She didn't say that. I just inferred it from the fact that she said I'm so sweaty.
I just wonder because, she's a council person and she didn't want to be she didn't want anybody to talk to anybody. That's a
She's a very solid council.
strange combination.
She's really good. But and
She's a behind the scenes kind of person.
well, I guess, yeah. She's a very measured and sober kind of person, and she knows that. I mean, what's going on? And the big deal in Tacoma Park right now. We were just talking about this.
What is she talking about?
The big deal is that there's going to be
Oh, the housing stuff down there?
development in the Adventist Hospital area.
Yeah.
And going down Maple Avenue. So those are two hot. I'm going to shut this off.
Yeah.
Start another.
I doubt if we ever use that recorder
Yeah, probably not.
because
But at least it's doing its pass-through to the camera, right?
that's how it works. If that's not recording, then it's not going to the camera.
No, it's recording and it's going to the camera.
Yeah,
Getting
so I'm
recorded on
saying,
the camera.
yeah, we're
But
never.
The reason to use it is that it's creating separate tracks for each mic. So I can bring up, if the balance is wrong, I can bring up a mic.
Oh, okay.
I can also apply filters and high-pass filters.
Which you can't do when it's not recorded.
Once it's on, well, right, and when it's on the camera, I can't do it either because it's all a single channel, right? So this is a valuable, having it on here is valuable if we get to that point.
Yeah, because what you do is send things, affects what's sent to the camera.
What's being sent to the camera is the mix.
Yeah, so what you do affects what's sent to the camera, so when you
Yes.
can hear it.
So when I just put when I get a good mix of us together, that's what's going. And
Right.
if no one's talking on this and it's picking shit up, then that's going to the camera too. But anyway, I'm gonna start a new project. So, we're going to interview you, and that means you're going to hold this microphone. It's hot.
No, yeah.
And,
It's like a-
there's good. That's a good distance.
I'm right-handed.
And whatever
So I don't know how many people, I don't think there's anybody watching this live because, this is our first live stream. We had some issues, so that was good. That, the only person we had watching was Dan on his phone here. But we're recording it, and so this is going to go up on our YouTube channel, Long Branch Views. So John Angel, the president of Long Branch Business League.
Well, give me a sec here. Yeah, put it. record so I could like post it on the thing that you guys are live?
We are.
Like a 5-second video. Just
You want us to make a video?
no, just 5 seconds. You know.
Like take a picture of you?
Just press video. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. All right,
live.
John Angel.
What channel we're live in?
We're on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yep, and it's Long Branch Views.
Long Branch Views.
Live on
live right now from the festival.
Correct.
So if you go to Long Branch Views on the YouTube, you should see it live.
Okay.
And now we're going to do an interview.
All right, I posted up.
Like I said, we had some issues earlier. We were down for a while, but we're back. We're determined, you know. But nonetheless, it's a great turnout, huh, John?
Good. We still got the Mechanical Bull. I got Milan a little bit later. We have a Chanchona. It's a band from El Salvador that's coming at 6 o'clock.
And the Brazilian ladies.
So we got still a few more really good acts coming up. So it's still early. I mean, to see this place.
You've been involved in Long Branch for a little while, haven't you?
I think about 10 years now.
There you go.
Or longer, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
It feels like 10.
Yeah, but John's been around. Did you ever go to any of the workshops?
The workshop,
like when we went to Orlando and.
Oh yeah, just it's funny you said that because I was cleaning out my office and I saw this certificate from Cincinnati that we got received for the community workshops we're doing. So I was like, oh man, 2014. It was 2013. It was like
9 years ago.
Yeah, almost 10 years ago. Wow, in October. Yeah, 2013 in October. Yeah.
Almost 9 years ago. So what's it been like being involved in Long Branch for the last 10 years?
Early when we first started, it was one of those things that it was so fresh. The possibilities of what we can do in this area, that we had all these ideas and we were just trying them out. Now with 10 years later, we're more organized, and now it's more about planning events that connect with the community and then the different level of the future, where we're heading as we're changing, the community's changing. These events have to make sense more like where we're heading now, how the type of business we're going to have in the future in this area with the Purple Line coming in the next 10 years. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Hola, chicken. Pollo a la brasa. Okay, that's a good way to. You've had that perspective. At the beginning, it was how do we get going. Now we're going.
We're here.
How do we focus on the future, right?
Future, which is hard because now everything's got to be more structured. Back then, we're doing everything was kind of improvised. You know, it was fun, but it was improvised. But now it got to be really planned out with the county and the people, and everything's got to be scheduled a certain way. And just to make it more of an official event, I know that something in my idea is I would like to close Flower Avenue to make the festival on. That'd be kind of neat.
It would be kind of neat.
Yeah, because then it would involve all the business on this strip. I don't know how. I think it would be something bigger than this. Like we go and use a park.
Close Flower Avenue, you say?
Close it off.
Oh yeah, I don't think they'll ever do that, John, because this Flower Avenue, living on Flower Avenue too, they'll never do it, man. At 5 o'clock in front of my house is a rush hour. It's a traffic jam.
That's why we got that's why we got Sligo Creek.
I mean,
yeah. Well, I'm telling you, they use Flower so much. It's a main artery.
Well, but don't knock it down before.
Well, I'm not knocking it down. I'm just speaking my opinion.
All right. Well, you happen to live on Flower.
Yeah, I live, and that's why I'm saying that I see how busy it is, and that people. There is no other connecting road to Tacoma Park like that.
Only Sligo Creek, which is closed on the weekend.
It's slow as hell. Slow as hell.
It's not that.
You can only drive 20 mile an hour in Sligo Creek. And
well, let's move on to another.
But I'm thinking more like from Piney to like Wayne.
Yeah, I
No, even closer. Yeah, even less. Even before Wayne, up to
Right.
like here. It's like a little section.
There's got to
Right.
be a way around.
Yeah, of
like
course.
that, right? And Piney to Wayne could work because you got Bradford that goes all the way
Of course.
and connects up to Wayne. So that's just a one block.
Yeah, if they really wanted to do it, they could have it happen.
I think
It would just be a lot of work for them, I think.
Sure.
I think that for us to be taken serious as a festival, we have to do something like
Well,
that.
yeah.
That sounds to me like an example of dreamy behavior that has proven itself in the past, because here we are sitting at a very well-attended, very tight festival,
Right.
two-day festival, right in the heart, and the county has slurped over a whole nother lot here to put into the mix with other vendors. And
Right.
so, I tip my hat. If I had a hat on right now, I'd tip it to you. That's all I can say.
Definitely. This new, I was actually paying attention to it. I didn't really pay attention until now, like how much
I know.
more space we have. So
It's great.
It's huge.
looks
It's
good.
really.
It's good.
let's go what they've
What do
done.
you think? It's a couple acres.
I think so.
That's a
It's
couple acres.
definitely more.
What do you think of the throne?
I like it. When they brought it up, I was a little nervous, thinking like how much space it was going to take, but it's a perfect size. So what we have here.
It's big, but there's plenty of space.
Do you think it will solve any of our issues with the public urination kind of thing that's going on?
I think the only way it's going to solve more of that is we have to have more. Instead of us in a group chat, like only like the people, the business owners, we need to have more community people involved that have to get involved to be able to control and kind of like help with this, because it just can't be
Right.
just only only 6 to 10 people, just text you, hey, so and so some
Right.
teen here on the street or something. It's got to be all the residents have to care that we don't want to see this, and it's the only way to make it happen. And I think these are things that we talk about at the next open house, to talk to them about, bring up these type of topics that you don't want to bring, nobody wants to talk about, but they know it's there, and it's good to just bring it up at an open house.
Under the radar kind of thing.
And like,
yeah.
look, what do you guys think about this? It's happening here. Yeah.
Well, it's revolutionary in its own right, the concept of having good facilities
Right.
in a public place. And lots of places in the United States, all around the world, but in the United States, which, a great progressive democracy, doesn't have the basic function that you need.
Right.
And I know they tried to pull this off in New York, and the sidewalks are too narrow or something like that. So here, it doesn't have to be that kind of an issue. But there has to be maintenance, and somebody has to care and pay and the whole thing. So,
Of course.
like anything. What else?
Well, the next thing, we're going to have the movie night here in October.
Yeah, tell us about that. Where are the movies projected?
We projected over there by the stage, and the idea came from we want to do something before Halloween, and we want to get more of a for kids event. Like here, it's for families and all ages, but we wanting to focus more on the kids that.
And what kind of shows do you have? What kind
We did last year. We did Sonic. We put the Sonic movie, and it was a packed house. It was.
Isn't that something? People still want to go. It's like drive-in movies, right? They want to go and see a movie outdoors, with
Outside,
other,
yeah.
With other
What kind of
people.
screen do you blow up?
Yeah, it was a blow-up screen.
Yeah.
We talked about this idea a few years ago, but I was very happy that we made it. We made it happen last year, and I was like, you see, this is good. This is what we want. I want more of more of the kids, the next generation, just get more involved with these events.
Yeah, that's good. That's a look ahead. And this is a great. And there's a lot of that next generation and the next generation here today. There's 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, all the way up, right?
Of course. My daughter's 2, so.
Is she?
Yeah. So finding more other families that have kids my daughter's age and know them in the neighborhood would be cool, right? Just get to know them. So.
Well, children do what they see others do.
Yeah.
And if they're an influence in the community and they watch you, which I'm sure a lot of the kids watch what you're doing, John, and they see you as a positive influence, and they're going to follow those positive steps.
Right.
I know when I was a kid, it was like you look for somebody who's doing something, like, oh wow, that's a guidepost for them.
Okay, last words.
Well,
Viva Long Branch.
yeah, Long Branch. Well, the magic for 2 days, right? That's a new slogan this year.
Be the magic for 2 days.
Yeah, be the magic for 2 days. It's what it. Yeah, it's a new thing. They changed it for this year. So.
Cool. Thanks for coming by and talking to us.
For sure.
You'll
Yeah,
see
thanks,
you'll see
John.
this in the future. Take care, John.
John Angel, president of Long Branch Business League.
Yeah.
So we're live. We're live on Long Branch.
Yeah. Good luck with.
All right, thank you, John. So the reggae band has started.
Yep.
Sounded good.
Providence.
We're live right now, so we're not going to
You can hear
stop.
it. You can hear it. And is it?
We're not going to stop broadcasting
Is it
until
Providence?
unless our live stream goes down. Then we'll go back. But and there's one viewer, and I think that's you.
Probably. Let me look. Here we go.
I think there are probably about 400 people here now. Lots
so.
of kids.
Live from Long Branch.
Lots of
Park.
kids. It's. I didn't. You don't see this many kids in the neighborhood all at once, unless they're going to school, line up with school buses and.
Right. Oh yeah, it's a good mix.
So let's see. Find somebody else to interview. We need to talk, because she's by herself over here. The lady at the election commission is beside us. She has a booth beside us. And the Montgomery election board, I think it is called, right? The election board.
I could go and ask them if they
They're
want to come
looking
over.
for more help. They need volunteers.
I'm trying to get to see if it's live on my machine. Live.
You going?
I'm seeing only a.
Click on it. That must be is that the website? Oh, there you go. Hold on. Yeah.
All right. So now maybe there's two people. Should I bring her over?
Yeah, she's busy. She's by herself right now. I don't know if we can get her now. So if we need to
Who else would we?
find somebody else. Anybody, come over. Come on over. Hi, you with Al Galvalon?
Yes,
Can we talk to you for a minute? Just a second.
1 minute.
I'm trying to do my best, okay?
Oh,
What are you
just
doing?
be you.
You're.
I'm speaking pretty well, but I'm trying. Okay, that's why.
We're live streaming
Okay.
for
You're on YouTube right now.
Oh my goodness.
and this is Long Branch View. It's the Long Branch video podcast, and I'm Art Cobb.
I'm
And
Dan Robinson.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. And your
Nice.
name is?
My name is Susana. I am working at Cavalier right now. So part of this festival, go.
So we probably get maybe 20 more seconds of your time because you're busy, right?
Yes,
Are you-
honestly, yes. But I want to see the others.
Good.
Yes.
So what's it like today? Are you here at the booth?
No, we
you're
are
over across-
yeah.
Is it busy?
Yeah, yes.
It's busy?
Over there we have margaritas, good grill,
Good grill.
a grill with the choripan, carne asada, elote loco. That's a Salvadorian Tex-Mex food. And coffee too. The ladies, we have one booth and with the two beautiful ladies there with the coffee.
yeah.
And a couple more things there, but I don't see exactly.
In addition, isn't this your 60th anniversary?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
60
it is.
years. A family business for 60
Really?
years.
My
It's
goodness.
not 6. It's 35.
35. Okay, I'm making it real old.
Yes.
But
That's a long time.
yeah, it is a long time. And
Yes.
it's family-owned business, right?
Yes, it's anniversary today, so they trying to do something special. We added more food than normal. and we have a games, music, the other side too.
Good.
Yes,
Nice,
we
nice.
try to combine the anniversary with Long Branch.
Family friendly.
Yeah.
Friendly. Well, great. Do you have anything more you want to say right now, or?
Just visit a Gavilan, go to there and check the staff, really good food,
Good.
and enjoy with us.
Okay, we'll
All right,
do.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tell Hannah to come on over here too. All right, thanks. All right,
There
that
we
was
go.
nice. Yeah, El Gavilan,
El
very nice
Gavilan.
restaurant right across the street from here, the park, and they've got a nice outside venue in front of their restaurant.
Yes, they do. Filling up that parking lot.
I'm trying to wave some people
That's
over.
good, yeah, just bring
just anybody really.
Any old person
They will come over. We're happy
got
to
a
talk.
purple line.
Yeah, anybody who walks by, I think they're good for us.
I'm going to ask him if he knows about the purple line.
All right, if you want to, you can walk over there. So Dan's going to go over and pull in some people and see if they want to say something about Long Branch, about what's going on here in the community. This festival has been going on for about 3 years. Today it started at 11 o'clock this morning, and it'll go to 9 o'clock tonight. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, it looks like about 10 vendors here, and selling variety of crafts and other goods. And there are about 3 or 4 food vendors here. I know somebody's selling beer too. You can drink beer in this park, and I think wine too. So I saw somebody drinking a nice cold beer, and the weather's great for that. A little breeze right now, so the breeze is good. It's a little warm, but it's not like it's 100 degrees as it was earlier. So, I think that the main thing is that bringing people together just to be around each other. Everybody's so busy running to their jobs, to school, trying to take care of their business that they never really get a chance to hang out with each other. So this is giving the community a wonderful chance to be out and listen to music and be in the park and have some good food, have something to drink, and it's what life is about. Is what life is about. So I'm trying to get Dan to come over here. Hey, Dan, ask him to come over here. Come on over here. Come over here.
His contract doesn't allow for media.
Oh, okay, all right.
But we're talking about Carla coming.
All right. So, okay, wonderful. It's one of the individuals with, I think, working with the Purple Line, but he can't come over and speak with us right now. But anyway, I'm happy to be here. I happen to live in Long Branch. I live on Flower Avenue. Been here for 18 years, my wife and I, and we have a little dog, Daisy. We enjoy it because we're like 3 blocks from here, the park, and maybe 2 blocks. And it's a nice little walk down to here, and you can come down here and there's plenty of places to sit, be in the daytime. It's lit, very well lit at night. Right now it's decorated for the festival, and it's got flags, colorful flags up everywhere, and lights strung up. At nighttime, it's really beautiful. It's beautiful now too, without the light. So I see we've got, I don't know, a couple people watching on the YouTube. So this is something we're going to live stream here. Some of the episodes that we do for Long Branch View are going to be recorded and then put up on our YouTube channel. live Long Branch views. So I hope you check us out, and we have a chat box here. If anybody's on it wants to say anything or ask a question, I can see it, and I will try to address it. So I don't see anybody chatting. Maybe if somebody could put a hello in there and let me know that you're out there. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself a little bit. But I think that this is just the beginning of a good thing. We're going to be doing these podcasts. It's based on what community interest, Long Branch community interest, what people want to have in the community, what they want to see change. And just, all in all, it's a community experience, local experience. We talk about issues of things that nobody wants to talk about, or nobody's addressing, but other people are concerned about. We're going to do that. We're going to check out, some shops. We're going to specialize. Sometimes we're going to go into a different shops and.
Yeah, sit right here.
Oh, we have somebody coming in to talk with us. All right, how are you?
Tell me your name.
No, the microphone.
To you.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Nina, Nina.
Okay, wonderful.
My mother wanted it American. It should have been Nina.
Oh,
It's Russian.
it's Russian, really? Wow. Were you born here or you?
In Texas.
Texas.
A whole nother world.
A whole nother world, indeed. Yeah. It drives so fast in Texas. When I go down there, I kind of keep up.
Yiddish speaking in Texas. So it's very different.
Really?
So I learned English, I learned Spanish.
Wow. Yeah, because of being by the border. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Houston wasn't the border, but still.
Yeah.
So you're with the Board of Elections, am I right?
Sir, I am.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're getting applause.
There's the thunder. Yeah, applause. And that's the Montgomery County Board of
Montgomery
Elections?
County Board of Elections.
I see. And so you're responsible for tallying and getting people registered to vote?
Absolutely.
Keeping them on the rolls?
Yes,
or
keeping
letting
the
them,
rolls accurate.
Keeping the rules accurate. I'll run
Okay.
through a list of things that I understand, and you can correct me as I go
Okay.
along. How's that?
Sounds good.
Conducting elections and tallying the results of the elections, and interacting with the state board of elections. Am I right?
Absolutely.
And in Maryland, there's a state board of elections, and then there are boards of elections for each of the counties.
Correct.
The 24 counties,
Yes.
plus Baltimore.
Yes, Baltimore City. Yes.
Baltimore City, which is considered its own county.
Yes. Well, Baltimore County and Baltimore City.
Two
They're
different
two different
entities.
entities.
Yeah. And so you're nonpartisan,
Absolutely.
and you're funded by the state coffers, or another state taxes fund your Board of Elections? Is
Well,
that true?
the State Board of Elections the County Board of Election is one of the agencies through Montgomery County. And there's some overlap in funding, but we're a county agency like the library system.
I see. But you get help from the state, but primarily gets funded by the county
I
itself.
believe so, yes.
I see. And how many people work at the Board of Elections?
Full-time,
Yes,
fewer than 30.
fewer than 30 full-time, and part-time?
We're like an accordion.
You're like an accordion.
We're like
Ah,
an
of course.
accordion. Okay, so when we expand in season and then we contract. My job, I'm with Community Outreach Voter Education.
Okay, hence you're here at a booth, or next to
Yes.
our booth,
Yes.
at the Long Branch Festival.
Yes, and having good business, by the way,
Oh, good.
which is nice. I had wonderful business last night.
Excellent.
But
Oh, no, we're recording.
No, one question. It's coming to the rain. Coming to
Yeah, it's going to rain, yeah.
Maybe in 20 minutes. Too much wind will take today. Ahora now coming maybe in 40 minutes. Coming.
All right, thank you. We'll be looking.
okay,
Thanks.
A warning about rain coming.
yes.
Yeah, we hear the thunder,
Heard that
I was.
thunder, and
Last night when I went home, I live in Olney, we could see the lightning all the way going home.
I see.
And it was beautiful lightning storm.
Yeah, it was a lot.
We get great looking storms
But
around here.
Yes.
I hope it blows the other way.
I hope so too. It was hot as Hades a few minutes ago with the sun shining down, and now it's cold. It's cloudy, so
Well, it's
changed.
kind of like being in South Texas.
Oh.
Wait a minute, the weather will change.
Yeah, there you go. There's another
Or
thundercloud.
God's bowling and he's getting strikes. That's all I can say.
Yeah, if we get a
Robert
lightning
Reagan.
strike, then we're in the trees, you know.
Yeah,
That's
this is not my boss told me last night, leave your aluminum hat at home. I said, don't worry, the earrings aren't coming either. So,
Wow, what a
no,
way to send you off.
we're responsible for a lot of things, but my job is technically seasonal, temporary, and part-time.
Yes,
So there's weeks I don't work at all.
I see.
And then there's weeks where I might work 7 days a week, 10, 12, 14 hours a day for months.
Wow.
And that's what happens in season. But one of the things that's so important about festivals like this is people have the opportunity to upgrade their voter registration, change their names if they need to change their name, upgrade their address because your precinct, your districts are predicated on where you live. Change your party because Maryland is a closed party state. And in Montgomery County, if you are independent or unaffiliated, you do get a ballot. It's only for school board, which is more than half of the county's budget. So as a retired teacher, I think it's extremely important
Sure.
to know who's on the school board. But it's important. Montgomery County also has a program to get young people involved in the election process. And because we're nonpartisan, this is the best way to promote participatory democracy. Because starting in middle school, our students can help us on election day and get their student service learning hours or SSL hours in middle school. And when you go in the voting room, all those signs that you see on the wall that are required by law, those are put up by the kids. All those directional arrows on the floor, their knees are a lot better than ours. And they do that. But once somebody turns 16 in the state of Maryland under federal law because of motor voter, they can register to vote. They can't vote till they're 18, but at 16, if they're registered to vote, they can then do the same training that you and I do and be an election judge. And in most of the country, the average age of an election worker is mid-70s, like me. Okay? In Maryland, it's around 69. In Montgomery County, the last I heard, it was around 54.
Wow.
Because we are the only
Weighted
county,
down.
we are the only county that offers this opportunity to the students. And, you know, at 16, if you are a U.S. citizen, registered to vote, it's 25 SSL hours a day or $250, just like for a grown-up. Work Saturday of early voting, Sunday of early voting, no school. Tuesday of election day, no school. That's your 75 SSL hours if you've waited too long to get them.
Right.
Or it's $750 plus we pay the training. So we do need election workers. We need over 4,000 to staff over 250 precincts on election day. We have 14 early voting sites for 8 days, and we need citizens to step forward. If you're bilingual, even more so. Because
Sure.
this area is a melting pot. We have people from every culture, every language in the world, and we need you.
What a great description of your job and how people can get involved. And we're
Yes, you can text 77788. Let me just double check.
yes, this is a good pitch time for you.
Let
Yep.
me double check because math is not my subject. Bear with me.
Except for all that counting of votes.
Well, okay,
Just
my
teasing.
boss said, to register to vote, text 77788. And
Good.
you can do it. You can go to 777vote.org, register to vote, sign up as an election worker, alter your registration, change your political persuasion, whatever. The only thing you can't do online in Maryland is vote.
Oh, right.
Wow, that's right.
I have a kind of interesting question for you.
Yes, sir.
I know that, you know, like the volunteers at the voting stations are having there's a lot of criticism and a lot of, you know, it's being politicized. People who are actually working and voting are being harassed sometimes.
Yes.
We don't find that in Montgomery County, do you?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
Why?
Twice.
Huh.
I have twice been assaulted as an election judge.
Wow.
Gracious.
Interesting. I would not have thought that we would find it much here. But
Maybe it's not as hope it's not as much, but
It's not as much, and it's not as blatant as it is in some parts of the country. But we have people who, in theory, are adults, but
Yeah.
don't behave as an adult,
there you go.
and we'll leave it like that.
Well,
I think it's getting ready to blow over.
yeah.
But I want
we're
to
gonna-
make
thank you for showing us. Yeah, thank you for talking with us.
And you don't want to be holding that.
No. You gonna shut that off, Art, or what are you gonna do?
So what will happen is that, I don't know, we'll go over to her booth.
I don't know if it's gonna rain. We don't know if it's gonna rain.
It might blow over.
It might,
Was that lightning?
but it looks kind of dark over there. Let's shut it off for right now.
We're live, so
All right, not a good idea.
I'm just going to keep it live.
Okay. It might blow over, but it looks kind of nasty over there, and it's kind of coming.
Well, we're debating whether or not we should move. Ooh, I just saw lightning. I think we're going to shut down the live stream that we were doing because that thunder and lightning was too close, and we're going to try to move to a better spot.
Okay.
So
Bye.
that's the end of the live stream. Thank you.